Hello students, welcome to AffairsCloud. My name is Vikas. We have an app by the name CareersCloud which you can go and download through Play Store. Once you have downloaded the application, you will be able to easily log in using your Gmail ID. Once you have logged in, you will be redirected to this page where you will be getting this UI and there will be option for home, all courses, my courses and doubt section. On this application, you will be getting multiple PDFs, multiple content on daily basis that will be enhancing your learning. Our first segment is daily current affairs. We make sure to provide you current affairs on daily basis in both English as well as in Hindi content. The PDFs for the same are uploaded on our application, and apart from this, we also make sure to provide you with quizzes that will help you to revise the content after you have gone through the PDF. Next comes our weekly content. The content is also provided in both English as well as in Hindi, and here we also make sure to provide you quiz also of that past week's current affairs that will be enhancing your learning, as it is a compilation of the important topics, important MCQ questions for the last week. Similar for the monthly, the PDFs are very important. They provide you insights of various topics, as well as we also make sure to provide you the quiz of monthly questions that are very important for learning. Next, we also provide you with important PIB articles on daily basis so that you can go through these articles and have an insight about that particular topic. Not just this, we also make sure to provide you important events that are happening globally and make sure to give you the right analysis. One of the most important segment of our application is that we make sure to provide you with the correct exam analysis. When you are having exam, we make sure to provide you with previous year questions so that the student can go through the exam pattern and the syllabus and can prepare the exam accordingly based on the pattern. After the exam, we also make sure to provide you with the exam analysis. Then for the students who are preparing for state exams, they will be also beneficial here, as we will make sure to provide with state-wise current affairs for them. Apart from this, we also make sure to cover the topic-wise current affairs such as your national affairs, government schemes, international affairs, banking and finance, economy and businesses, as these are the topics from which the examiner definitely asks the question, and these are covered on the monthly basis. So friends, do check our application. It will be a one-stop solution for learning. Apart from this, friends, CareersCloud is hiring. We are looking for candidates for subject matter experts in quants, reasoning and English, and also we are looking for a content creator for current affairs topic on daily basis, weekly basis and monthly basis. There is also an opening for a person who can translate the English content into Hindi. If you want to apply, you can scan the code here for further details, or you can go to the description and click the link below. These positions are available both in full-time and freelance for serious candidates. Hello everyone. So in this video, we will be discussing important current affairs for 30th of March. The session will be quite interesting and important. So do pay attention till the end. Also do take notes, as they will be very beneficial for your revision perspective just before your exam. Let's start. First question is, which ministry has released India TB Report 2024? So India TB Report 2024, this was released by Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. I repeat, this report was released by Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. This report was released on 27th of March, right? And here in this report, it stated that India saw a decline of 16% in the incidence of TB cases, right? That is the new cases per year. Correct. So 16% reduction in the new TB cases, new tuberculosis cases. And apart from this, another data suggested that there was an 18% reduction in the mortality. Mortality is the deaths that are related to TB. So we saw a reduction of 18% in mortality due to TB cases since 2015, and 16% reduction in the new TB cases in India. And this report was released by Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. And correct, remember, this report was released on 27th of March. Now if we talk about tuberculosis, TB stands for tuberculosis. This is the disease that is caused in our lungs. It is a communicable disease, right? And it affects your lungs. if we talk about some of the findings of this report, here you can see the incidence rate in India decreased from 237 per lakh population in 2015 to 199 per lakh population in 2022. Also, if we talk about the mortality rate, it has declined from 28 per lakh population in 2015 to 23 per lakh population in 2022. A total of 25.5 lakh instances were reported in 2023, that is the highest ever since the 60s. Correct? Then if we talk about Union Minister of Health and Family Welfare, who is our Union Minister here? Mansukh Mandviya, and he is the Rajya Sabha member from Gujarat. Correct? So coming back, it is your TB report. An important thing to remember about here is that there was a 16% reduction in TB cases, new TB cases, and 18% reduction in the mortality cases since 2015. Next is, apart from this, remember the number of the individuals that were diagnosed with drug DSTB in India was 24.7 lakh in 2023, and the report noted that the National Tuberculosis Elimination Program had provided free diagnostic services, conducting approximately 189 crore spectrum smear tests and 63.3 lakh nucleic acid amplification tests in 2023. Apart from this, under the Niksha Poshan Yojana, this is a financial support provided to TB patients through direct benefit transfer. Apart from this, also remember a total of 25.5 lakh instances were reported in 2023. We just saw. So just you should know a complete idea about this tuberculosis report that we just discussed. Right? Next, remember the estimated number of TB cases is shrinking, as we saw from the report, right? And this gap has been reduced over the years due to Niksha portal, which keep tracks of all the TB patients in India, and it states that only 2.3 lakh cases are missing in 2023 as compared to 3.2 lakh cases that were missing in 2022. Apart from this, if we discuss some of the related news, World Tuberculosis Day was annually observed on 24th of March, and this day is observed to raise awareness about the devastating health, social, economic consequences of tuberculosis and to strengthen the efforts to end the global tuberculosis epidemic, that is, and the theme for this World Tuberculosis Day was "Yes, we can end tuberculosis." This is the theme that you need to remember for World Tuberculosis Day. Moving on to next news. India added how much gigawatts of solar photovoltaic manufacturing capacity in 2023? So we are talking about solar energy, right? We know that solar energy is a clean fuel. It is a green fuel, right? It does not cause any pollution, right? Only the manufacturing of the solar panels might cause a little bit of pollution, but apart from that, it receives energy from solar and or sunlight, and it converts into energy. Correct? So question asked here is that India added how much gigawatts of solar photovoltaic manufacturing capacity in 2023? So India added a 24 gigawatts of solar photovoltaic manufacturing capacity in 2023, right? So 24 gigawatts were added. Apart from this here, friends, remember in December, India's total solar module capacity in the month of December, the total solar capacity reached 64.5 gigawatts with an addition of 20.8 gigawatts. Right? Additionally, the solar capacity increased to 5.8 gigawatts with a 3.2 gigawatts addition. Apart from this, remember, if we are talking about India's solar module manufacturing capacity, it is projected to be 150 gigawatt, and the cell capacity, it is expected to reach 75 gigawatts by 2026. Then if we talk about Gujarat state, remember Gujarat is the state that is performing best in terms of solar rooftop or solar rooftop energy, right? Here the residentials or houses are using the solar panels on their rooftop, and this is the state that is performing the best here. Apart from this, remember Gujarat is also the state that is leading in the photovoltaic manufacturing capacity with 46.1% of the India's solar module capacity to be manufactured in Gujarat in December 2023. This data is for December 2023. Apart from this, on top is your Gujarat, then it is followed by Rajasthan on second position and Tamil Nadu on third position with 9.3% manufacturing in Rajasthan and 7.6% manufacturing of solar module in Tamil Nadu. Then apart from this, remember Telangana had the highest annual solar cell production capacity. Right, I repeat, we were talking about photovoltaic manufacturing capacity. Now we are talking about Telangana. Telangana state has the highest annual solar cell production capacity at 39% nationwide. Right, and in this, remember, Gujarat is on second position, followed by Himachal Pradesh on third position. Correct, and here you can see in December India's total solar module capacity reached 64.5 gigawatt with an addition of 28.8 gigawatt. If we talk about solar cell capacity, it increased to 5.8 gigawatts with 3.2 gigawatt addition. And here we saw that for solar cell it is Telangana that is leading, and for solar photovoltaic module it is Gujarat that is leading in manufacturing. Correct. Then here you can see Gujarat state, it led India's photovoltaic manufacturing capacity with 46.1% manufacturing, followed by Rajasthan and Tamil Nadu with 9.3 and 7.6% respectively, whereas third for Telangana, it saw the highest annual solar cell production capacity, that is at 39%. Correct. Then some other key points that you need to remember here is that the new manufacturing capacity in 2023 was mainly due to domestic demand for the anticipated return of the approved list of modules and manufacturer orders in April 2024 and potential export prospects. The top 10 manufacturers accounted for 62% of the module and 100% of the cell production capacity by December 2024, and around 60% of the module manufacturing capacity could produce solar modules in M10 and G12 wafer sizes. Moving on, CII and which organization signed a memorandum of understanding to train Indian workforce for global employability? So, education, I repeat, educational testing service, ETS. CII, that is Confederation of Indian Industry, signed an MOU with ETS, that is Educational Testing Service. Correct, and they signed this MOU to enhance the global employability of the Indian workforce. Here the main aim or the partnership aims to improve the employability of India's young professionals by focusing on English language proficiency and 21st century skills. What are the 21st century skills? Artificial intelligence, machine learning, Internet of Things, entrepreneurship, marketing. These are some of the skills. Then it seeks to streamline the hiring process for Indian talent, ensuring that they secure jobs at match their skill set on an international level. And if we talk about this ETS, Educational Testing Service, right, this is the subsidiary of ETS USA, right? ETS India, this is a subsidiary of ETS USA, and ETS India, they offers assessment such as the test of English as a foreign language, that is your TOEFL, test of English as foreign language, and GRE test, that is graduate record examination test, as well as other learning tools to help individuals improve their learning skills. Moving on, next is UNESCO added how many new geoparks to UNESCO Global Geoparks Network? First of all, what is a geopark, right? You should know about a geopark, right? And the significance of a geopark, correct? So if we talk about it, these UNESCO Global Geopark designations, right, they were instituted in 2015, and this designation acknowledges a geological heritage of a global significance. And a geopark basically is a park where you will be seeing, or we can say a geopark is a protected area, correct, with that significance that includes your education, tourism, research and conservation. Correct. So if we talk about this, recently 18 new, question asked here is UNESCO added how many new geoparks to UNESCO Global Geoparks Network? So a total of 18 new geoparks were added to the UNESCO Global Geoparks Network, right? How many? 18 new sites were added, and these 18 new sites, where are they situated? They are situated in Brazil, China, Croatia, Denmark, Finland, France, Greece, Hungary, Portugal, Poland and Spain, and they were added to UNESCO Global Geoparks network. Right. Apart from this, additionally, a transboundary geopark spans Belgium and the Kingdom of Netherlands. With this, the total number of geoparks in the network becomes 213 in 48 countries by the addition of these new 18 geoparks. If we talk about UNESCO, who is the Director General here? Audrey Azoulay. Where is the headquarter? It is in Paris, France, and in Paris, France only we will be seeing Summer Olympic Games in the month of July, right? And when was UNESCO established? It was established in 1945, but it came into force in 1946, right? Take a note of this. Apart from this, let's see some of the geoparks, right? Such as your Schledler Delta Geopark, that is Belgium and the Kingdom of Netherlands. Then Uberaba, that is in Brazil. Anchi Grand Canyon, that is in China. These are the some of the geoparks, right? Take a note of this. And for further, you can read our PDF. You will be given detailed sketch in that. Then, apart from this, these geoparks, they benefit the local communities by conserving geological heritage while promoting public outreach, sustainable development, education about our culture, education about our history, that promotes research and development also in that area. Not just this, friends, remember India has nominated Maratha Military Landscape, that is a network of 12 forts across Maharashtra and Tamil Nadu, for the inclusion in the UNESCO World Heritage List for 24-25 under the category of cultural sites. And this is an important news, so do take a note of this, right? I repeat, India nominated Maratha Military Landscape, which is a network of 12 forts that is across Maharashtra and Tamil Nadu, and it is for the inclusion in the UNESCO World Heritage List for 24-25 under the category of cultural sites, right? Moving on, next is which bank are authorized by RBI to import only gold, right? So which are the banks that are authorized to import only gold? It is Indian Overseas Bank, Punjab National Bank and Union Bank of India. All these three banks are the only bank that are authorized by RBI to import just gold, right? Only gold we are talking about right now. So three banks for only gold. But if I ask about gold and silver that can import both gold and silver, there are a total of 11 banks, right? And only three banks for only gold. Three banks for only gold, correct? And they can import gold with effect from 1st of April 2024. If we look at the list, that it will become more clear to you. As per the list, RBI has authorized 11 banks to import gold, right? And 3 banks to import only gold and 11 banks to import both gold and silver. And the authorization will be valid up to 31st of March 2025. And we have seen that gold is at all-time high right now. Here you can see these are the three banks: Indian Overseas Bank, Punjab National Bank and Union Bank of India. And during April 2023 to Feb 2024, India's gold imports increased 38.76% to $44 billion and silver imports decreased by 11.53% to $4.62 billion. Right. Apart from this, if we look at some import and export of gold and silver, according to OEC data, that is Observatory of Economic Complexity, India has exported gold worth $124 million in 2022. Thus, India is the 93rd largest exporter of gold in the world. The India's top 3 destinations are UAE, Hong Kong and Turkey, correct, where India exports gold. Then India imported a gold worth $35.8 billion. We are talking about importing gold in 2022, making it the world's 5th largest importer of gold. Top 3 source from where we are importing gold is Switzerland, South Africa and United Arab Emirates. Then if we talk about silver, India has exported silver worth $33.9 million in 2022 and India became the 41st largest exporter of silver in the world. And the top 3 destinations are UK, USA and Germany. Whereas if we talk about export, if we talk about the import of silver, we imported $1.32 billion of silver in making, right, in India, and in India makes India the 8th largest importer of gold in the world, correct? So this is the data related to are gold import and export, and these are the three banks that you remember, right? They are the authorized bank by RBI that can only import gold, and there are a total of 11 banks that can import both gold and silver, right? Next, which bank has won co-branding rights for 3 Delhi metro stations? Which is that bank? It is Bank of Baroda, right? Bank of Baroda has won co-branding rights for 3 Delhi metro stations. These are, which are these Delhi metro station? Rajouri Garden, then South Extension, and Inderlok. These are the 3 Delhi metro stations for which the Bank of Baroda, BOB, they have won the co-branding rights. Correct? Take a note of this. And it is DMRC, that is Delhi Metro Rail Corporation, that has awarded the naming rights to Bank of Baroda for a period of 10 years that will be starting from 2024 itself, right? And as a part of this partnership, Bank of Baroda will also be getting dedicated space for branding, for display of products, and installation of ATMs that can serve to their customers, right? And Ajay K. Khurana, who is the executive director of Bank of Baroda, inaugurated these new stations branding at Inderlok metro station. And here you can see these are the 3 metro stations for which co-branding rights were won by Bank of Baroda by Delhi Metro, correct? By DMRC, we can say. Next is, what is the fiscal deficit of India from April 23rd to Feb 24? So India's fiscal deficit has widened from April 23 to Feb 24. If we talk about, the fiscal deficit has widened to 15.01 lakh crore, right? And remember, it was 11.03 lakh crore, right? And it has been extended now to 15.01 lakh crore. The fiscal deficit, if we here see, the original budget estimate was 17.87 lakh crore rupees, and the interim budget for Feb 24, that the government has narrowed their fiscal deficit target for fiscal year 24 by 10 basis point to 5.8% of the GDP, and the government aims to bring it down further to 5.1% of the financial year 25. Apart from this, the fiscal deficit for April 23 to Feb 24 accounts for 86.5% of the revised estimate of 17.35 lakh crore rupees, right? Moving on. Next is Jindal Advanced Material. JAM stands for Jindal Advanced Material. So JAM and which organization will invest 2700 crore rupees to set carbon fiber plant, right? So it is MAE Partners, right? This is an Italy based chemical fiber manufacturer, right? And they will be setting up a carbon fiber manufacturing plant. That will be, this carbon fiber manufacturing plant will be of 35,000 metric tons of annual capacity, and the investment here will be of 2700 crore rupees, right? Take a note of this, 2700 crore rupees. So it is Jindal Advanced Materials and MAE Partners. MAE, that is a company of Italy with whom they have partnered for this carbon fiber plant that is of 35,000 metric tons of annual capacity with an annual investment of 2700 crore rupees, right? If we talk about carbon fiber, remember carbon fiber is a very hard material, right? And it is very strengthy material. It is having thermal and electric conductivity, remember that also. Moving on. Next, here you can see JAM, they signed a project framework agreement with MAESPA at JEC World 2024 held in Paris, the largest global industry show for composite materials. Here JAM plans to produce low tau to high tau carbon fibers and aims to expand production to 10,000 metric tons by 2027, and the facility will offer a range of intermediaries such as prepregs, fabrics, multilexial and carbon fiber composites to meet the diverse industry needs. Moving on, next is Sterlite Power, and which organization partnered to develop power transmission projects in India. So this Sterlite Power, remember this Sterlite Power, it is a part of Vedanta Group, and they have partnered with whom? They have partnered with Singapore's GIC Private Limited. I repeat, Sterlite Power Transmission, that is a part of Vedanta Group. They have partnered with Singapore's GIC Private Limited, and they have signed a definitive agreement to set up new platform to develop and operate power transmission projects in India. Correct? Then remember, this joint venture platform will target new opportunities that are emerging from the need of over $13 billion of capital expenditures announced by the government of India. Here, Sterlite Power will own the majority stakes of 51%, and GIC, they will own the remaining 49% of the stake. Here, Sterlite Power is advised by Deutsche Bank, AZB Partners, and Khaitan and Corporation, and GIC is advised by Avener Capital, Shardul, Amarchand, Mangaldas and Cooperative, and PwC for the transaction. Right? Next is who has been named as Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of the Bank of Maharashtra. So Nidhu Saxena. Right, let me show you here. Nidhu Saxena has been named as the new Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of the Bank of Maharashtra for a period of 3 years with effect from 27th of March. He will be replacing A.S. Rajiv upon his election as the Vigilance Commissioner in the CVC. If we talk about Nidhu Saxena, right, he started his banking career at the Bank of Baroda, where he worked for 10 years, after which he joined United Commercial Bank. Then he served as the Executive Director of Union Bank of India from 1st of Feb to 26th of March 2024, and he has been identified as subject expert for assisting the UPSC, that is Union Public Service Commission. If we talk about Bank of Maharashtra, who is the Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer here? Nidhu Saxena. Headquarter, it is in Pune, Maharashtra. It was established in 1935, and there is a tagline that is Ek Parivar, Ek Bank, that is one family, one Bank of Maharashtra. Next is PR Sreejesh and Camila Karam. PR Sreejesh and Camila Karam has been appointed as the co-chairs of new FIH Athletes Committee. I repeat, Indian hockey goalkeeper PR Sreejesh and Chilean women's hockey player Camila Karam, they have been appointed as the co-chair of FIH, that is International Hockey Federation's new athlete committee. Right, if we talk about here only, remember Camila Karam has been assigned the co-chair and athletes committee representative on the executive board, and PR Sreejesh is the co-chair and he will lead the planning and meetings alongside Camila Karam. If we talk about PR Sreejesh from Ernakulam, Kerala, Shri PR Sreejesh made his senior debut at the 2006 South Asian Games in Colombo, Sri Lanka. So far, he represented India at Olympics 3 times in 2012 London, UK, 2016 Rio, Brazil, and 2020 Olympic Games. Right? Then he has also won, apart from it, gold at the 2014 Asian Games, bronze at the 2015 FIH Hockey World League final at Raipur, Chhattisgarh, bronze at the 2020 Tokyo Olympic Games in Japan, gold at the 2022 Asian Games in Hangzhou, China, and awards in 2015 such as Arjuna Award, then in 2017 Padma Shri in sports, in 2021 the World Games Athlete of the Year, and also Major Dhyanchand Khel Ratan Award in 2021 was awarded to him. Moving on, next is Standard Chartered Bank. They sold 7.18% stake in CDSL for 1,266.48 crore rupees. I repeat, Standard Chartered Bank sold their 7.18% stake in Central Depository Service Limited in a block deal worth 1,266.48 crore rupees. Here CDSL facilitates the holding of securities in electronic form, and CDSL and National Stock Exchange, they have promoted National Securities Depository Limited. They are the only 2 depositories in India. And CDSL, that was promoted in 1999 by BSE along with banks such as SBI, Bank of India, Bank of Baroda, HDFC Bank, Standard Chartered Bank, and Union Bank of India. Next is Skyroot Aerospace. Skyroot Aerospace successfully test fired Kalam 250 Stage 2 of Vikram 1. I repeat, Skyroot Aerospace Private Limited, that is Telangana Hyderabad based aerospace company, they have successfully test fired Kalam 250, otherwise called Stage 2 of the Vikram 1 space launch vehicle. So question can be asked in this way. What is the name of the stage 2 of the Vikram 1 space launch vehicle? It is Kalam 250 and it was recently successfully test fired by Skyroot Aerospace. Right? The test was conducted at the propulsion test bed of ISRO at Satish Dhawan Space Center, that is in Sriharikota, Andhra Pradesh. If we talk about Kalam 250, it is a high strength carbon composite rocket motor that uses solid fuel and high performance ethylene, propylene, diene, terry polymers, that is EPDM thermal protection system, and the stage 2 houses a carbon ablative flex nozzle and high precision electromechanical actuators for thrust vectors control of the vehicle. So coming back, remember this Kalam 250, it is the stage 2 of Vikram 1 rocket tested by Skyroot Aerospace. Skyroot Aerospace is a Hyderabad, Telangana based aerospace company. And where was this tested? In Sriharikota, Andhra Pradesh. If we talk about Skyroot Aerospace, who is the co-founder, chief executive officer and CTO? Pawan Chandana. And who is the co-founder and COO, chief operating officer? Bharat Dhaka. Where is the headquarter we just saw? It is in Hyderabad, Telangana. And when was it established? In 2018 this was established. Next is Tejas Mark 1A fighter aircraft completed the first flight in Bengaluru. I repeat, the Tejas Mark 1A fighter aircraft made their successful maiden flight from Hindustan Aeronautic Limited facility in Bangalore, Karnataka. And this Hall's chief test pilot was Group Captain KK Venugopal, retired, right? And remember, if we talk about this Tejas Mark 1A, this fighter jet features advanced radar, electronic warfare and improved combat capabilities. The Tejas Mark 1 is designed by Aeronautical Development Agency under DRDO and it is manufactured by Hindustan Aeronautics Limited. If we talk about Hall, who is the director here? CB Anantha Krishnan. Headquarter is in Bangalore, Karnataka and it was established in 1940. Then next is World Piano Day. World Piano Day is observed on 28th of March and it is generally observed annually on 88th day of the year, right? This 28th of March is in 2024 only, right? Generally it is observed on the 88th day of the year, which represents the 88 keys of the piano, right? And this day is observed to celebrate the piano, that is an acoustic keyboard stringed instrument, and the day usually falls on 28th or 29th of March. The aim is to create community platform to bring together piano players from around the world, and in 2024 it was 28th of March that we observed this day. In 2023 it was 29th March, right? In 2025 it will be 29th March that we will be observing this day, right? And the World Piano Day was officially established in 2015, correct? And the idea of celebration was coined by German pianist and composer Niels Fram, right? And the first ever World Piano Day was celebrated on 29th of March 2015, correct? Take a note of this. So friends, these were your important current affairs. Now let's move to some revision part that we will be important for your revision perspective. First question is MORD, that is Ministry of Rural Development, has notified how much % hike in Manrega wages rate for fiscal year 25. That is the wages of Manrega workers, that is Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantee Act. How much % their wages will be increasing for fiscal year 25. So a 3 to 10% increment will be seen in the wages of the Manrega workers, right? Take a note of this. The last revision for the Manrega workers was seen on 24th of March 2023 and the wage for the fiscal year 24 was increased from 2 to 10%, and similarly this year from 3 to 10% wages will be increasing for fiscal year 25. Then the wages have seen an average increase of almost 7% from the existing average, that is 267.32 rupees per day, it was increased to 285.47 rupees per day for fiscal year 25, and this is the rate for fiscal year 24 as of now. Correct? So this is the rate of rupees per day for fiscal year 25. Then the Goa state saw the highest hike of 10.56% over the current wage, while Uttar Pradesh and Uttarakhand they recorded UP and Uttarakhand they recorded the lowest wage hike, that was 3.04%, and Goa saw the highest rise and the lowest was seen by UP and Uttarakhand. Correct? Next, then if we talk about Haryana, because we know that in Haryana there is one of the largest unemployment rate, so most of the workers will be there in Manrega. So Manrega wage rate is currently how much for Haryana state? It is 374 rupees per day in Haryana, right? And in Arunachal Pradesh we can see the lowest rate, that is 234 rupees per day. So the highest Manrega rate is in Haryana, that is 374 rupees per day, whereas in Arunachal Pradesh it is lowest to 234 rupees per day. Next, here you can see the wages have seen almost an average of 7% increase to 285.47 rupees. Goa witnessed highest hike, that is 10.5, while UP and Uttarakhand they saw the lowest raise, 3.04% each. Goa, Karnataka 10.4, Andhra Pradesh 10.29, Telangana 10.29, right? And Kerala and Lakshadweep saw below 4% here you can see. And Haryana sees the highest wage rate, that is at 374 rupees per day, whereas Arunachal Pradesh has the lowest, that is 234 rupees per day. Next, which organization opens their Indian subsidiary, that is Aerospace Services India? So it is Israel Aerospace Industries. They have recently opened their Indian subsidiary, that is Aerospace Services India, in location where they have opened it, it is in New Delhi. So the location also becomes important. Question can be asked that Israel Aerospace Industries has opened their Indian subsidiary, that is Aerospace Services India, and what is the location where they have opened it? It is in New Delhi. And ASI, that is Aerospace Services India, ASI acts as the authorized OEM, original equipment manufacturer, right, for the medium range surface to air missile system that will be used by Indian Army and Indian Air Force system. I repeat, this ASI, Aerospace Services India Limited, this will be acting as the OEM. OEMs are your original equipment manufacturers, right? And they will be acting OEM for the medium range surface to air missile system that will be used by Indian Army and Indian Air Force as well as Indian Navy, right? This system, this is an advanced array radar, correct? And it will be having mobile launchers, interceptors with advanced RF seeker also. Then this MRSAM, this has been jointly developed by DRDO and BDL, Bharat Dynamics Limited. Do note this. And who will be acting as their original equipment manufacturer? It will be Aerospace Services Limited, Aerospace Services India, that is located in New Delhi, and that is an Indian subsidiary of Israel Aerospace Industries. Next is according to UNDP, United Nations Development Programs report, globally how much percent of the food produced was wasted in 2022. So if 100 of the total food was produced, out of this 100, a total of 19%, that is 19 food was wasted in 2022. This data was released by United Nations Development Program, right? Oh, I correct, this is not UNDP, it is UNEP, United Nations Environment Program. This data was released by UNEP, United Nations Environment Program. Headquarter of UNEP is in Nairobi, Kenya. Next is who has been sworn in as the judicial member of Lokpal. What is Lokpal? First of all, you should know this. Lokpal is an anti-corruption authority, right, who represents the public interest in the Republic of India. It is the institution and it is the first of its kind institution that was established under Lokpal and Lokayuts Act of 2013. It consists of a chairperson and 8 members, one chairperson and 8 members, of which whom 50% of them will be judicial members, right? And remember here who has been sworn in as the judicial member of Lokpal recently? Rituraj. SBI Mutual Fund acquired how much percent stake in Savita Oil Technologies? So SBI Mutual Fund, they acquired a total of 3% stake in Savita Oil Technologies Limited, and this 3% equity stake is equivalent to 20.73 lakh shares, right? And this was acquired by SBI Mutual Fund. 3% they acquired, and they acquired in Savita Oil Technologies. Next is our homework section. First, Samakka Saralama Jatara. This is a tribal festival recently seen in the news, is celebrated in which state? Second, where was the Maritime Technical Exposition MTEX 24 inaugurated? Third, bagless school initiative recently seen in news is introduced by which state? Fourth, the Nilgiri marten recently seen in news is endemic to which one of the following regions in India? And fifth, recently scientists discovered the world's largest snake in which forest? So these are your 5 homework questions, friends, and I need to see maximum participation from all the students watching this video. That's all for the day, friends. I hope you enjoyed the session, and you can follow us on the YouTube channel, as well as apart from YouTube channel, you can go and follow us at AffairsCloud Telegram channel. And if you have any queries related to the content or the of courses offered to you or the payment which you did on the application, you can contact us on the number provided, that is 7677333862. Apart from this, friends, you can follow us on the Facebook as well as on Instagram handle, that is AffairsCloud_official. In the end, friends, if you use a code that is Vikas10, you will be getting an additional extra 10% discount by using this code Vikas10. Also, if you have any problem regarding the course purchase, any problem regarding to our application, you can contact us on the mobile number, that is 9677333862. And if you want to mail us, you can also mail us on support@affairscloud.com, and I assure you that our representative from us will be contacting you soon and resolving your issue.